Hi, Dr. Katina here. I just wanted to jump in because now might be a good time to be teaching your kids how to tie their shoes. It requires a lot of repetition, and if you have the time, if it's been something on your goal list, I'm going to give you some really good strategies that might help. Remember, if you're watching this and you're not in the Sensory Bee Facebook group, please join in, and for lots of free lessons, just look under announcements. Also, my YouTube channel, OT Tips and Tricks for Kids, is packed with over 200 free videos. And if you need a real deep dive into a strategy guide, just look at sensorybee.com and it'll give you lots of information. So let me get started by saying that one of the most important things, no matter what shoe you're tying, is the length of the lace. Laces that aren't long usually backfire in teaching every single time. So I would advise that if you have long laces, or if you can relace a shoe with a long lace, that will be your starting point. Another great thing is high contrast. Now this shoe here is white on red, so it's got some contrast to it versus something blue on blue of the same color. So if you have a nice high contrast lace, that's perfect. Another trick OTs do is use two different colored laces. Now because these are my own shoes, I'm not going to color them with a marker, but if you have shoes that you're practicing on, you can take a magic marker, literally color the laces with the magic marker, and then you could have like a nice bright red with a white, or you could have a bright yellow or a bright green, but sometimes having that contrast can be really useful. Now there are many ways to tie shoes. There's the traditional one bow method, and let me show you what that looks like, okay? Again, with a long lace, it's easier. You make an X, you pull it down, you make one bow, okay? You loop the bow, and then you tell the child to press their finger into their thumb, okay? So that's the one bow cue that I use, finger to thumb to pull it through, okay? So that can be a very useful cue. Now, the two bow method, which is very popular, and I'm going to show you the adaptation to it, which is really cool, but the original two bow was to make one bow, then another, okay? So you have two, and then cross them and tie them, okay? So that was the two bow method. Now, a much easier way to do the two bow, because it requires coordination with both sides, and oftentimes doing this can be challenging. If your child has a real sensory motor type of an issue, this can be a problem, okay? So a way to alleviate that is to make your first X and tie it, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a second one, but you're not gonna go down all the way. Instead, you're gonna leave a circle, okay? So you see that little hole? That's important. Now, and again, the reason a long lace is gonna be real helpful is because you're gonna take the lace, okay, the child can drop it, so that frees up the hands. You're gonna bring it through here, through the little hole, and then you're gonna do it again with this one, okay? Now remember, contrast color can help with this. And then you're gonna pull, and that will effectively be a two bow. But if you have a sneaker, and the reason I brought this one out is because it has holes in it, okay? This one doesn't. Notice this one's got loops, okay? So you can't do it with this. But the easiest way, if you have a sneaker with holes, okay, you can color code your holes so your child knows where to target. You take the bottom of the lace, you push it in like this, okay? It's gonna hold it for your kid. It's really great. Okay, you're gonna hold it like this. Now, here's your two loops, okay? Here they are, without having the complex tying piece before. Cross them, tie them, okay? And then you do it one more time, just crossing and tying, and there you are, okay? This is a really secure way. Again, I apologize, it's a low contrast type of a shoe, but it's the only one I had that has the holes in it. But if you've got the holes, this is a real easy way to do it. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. And good luck teaching shoe tying. It's really a great skill. And remember, you can always not only learn to tie shoes, but of course packages on bows and things of that nature. So it's really still a very worthwhile skill. Thank you. That's all.